Hi everyone, welcome to your Monday Mojo with me, Coach Mo. If you've been following me, you know that we are covering the 34 talent themes found in StrengthsFinder 2.0, a really easy, simple to use assessment that helps us to lead with our talents, with our strengths, to begin recognizing those talents and strengths in our team members and the people that we work and live with every day. And it's just a wonderful way to connect with others and to embrace others' uniqueness, um, and really create an environment where we all feel really comfortable being who we are and are given the opportunity to continue to become better and better at those things that we're naturally gifted in. So we've already covered quite a bit of the talents, right? So we covered all of the talents in the executing dimension of leadership and in the influencing dimension of leadership. And we're right smack in the middle of those talents found in the relationship leadership dimension. So today we're going to continue with those found in relating. And today we're talking about one that's just really awesome, and it's called includer, right? So includer, those individuals with includer high up in their list, right? Top 5, top 10. These are the individuals that want everybody to be a part of everything, right? So I think of, back in the day when you had a new kid join your class, perhaps, and most of the kids in the class maybe wouldn't feel comfortable going out and introducing themselves to that new kid on the block and maybe inviting them over to eat lunch with them. The person with includer would be the first person to do that. And no qualms about it. In fact, they would not be able to move on with their day without being able to make that person feel comfortable, make that person feel part of the group, part of the team, right? So there's so many different ways that this talent can be utilized in our day-to-day life and also in our workplace. Again, when we think of creating culture, when we think of aligning our team as one so that we all kind of support each other and care about each other, includer is a really cool talent to have, right? And not everybody has this skill, this natural trait. But those that do are going to make people feel at home. They're not going to feel comfortable leaving people out of the equation. They believe in fairness. They believe in inclusion, obviously. So that's what includer is all about. So let's learn a little bit more about includers. So includers are aware of exclusion and they understand its repercussions, right? So they know that if too much time goes by and we are not going out of our way to bring these people in close to us, it will affect the way we do our business. It will affect our teams. And so they're not going to wait too long before making that happen. Again, it's part of who they are naturally. They will shrink the gap between the haves and the have-nots. Again, think of fairness. They may have it all, but they're gonna want to include the people who don't have enough, and they're gonna give of their bounty to those who don't have enough. They bring a high level of tolerance with and acceptance of diversity, right? They don't care if that other person who just joined the team is different from the rest of us. In fact, they will celebrate that and make sure that they help that person assimilate into this diverse group. They need room for everyone, okay? They want to make sure that every person's uniqueness and difference is brought to the table and accepted. A really, really sweet talent to have in general. They hate cliques, right? So, I think of the days again, I don't know why school comes up for me today with this one, but in schools you tend to see a lot of cliques. And if you happen to have had that as part of your experience growing up, you'll remember that one person who didn't allow those cliques to happen and they just didn't care about who was in what group. They really just were wonderful about bringing people together. Um, and then the barrier label, right? Barrier label is when we think of when we're not aware of our talents, and when other people are not aware of our talents, we tend to just kind of stick a label on them, right? For includer, the label that comes up is indiscriminate. They're just not able to see the differences among people. And if we're not aware of this gift of inclusion, that could be an issue that can come up in the workplace. You know, they're not able to see the differences. We need someone who can look at a situation or multiple situations or a group of individuals and see the differences. Um, it is a gift, and it's a gift that is definitely welcome and needs to be more welcome in the workplace, especially today when diversity is so oh, excuse me, when diversity is so important in the workplace, right? So the includer will work for the acceptance of those on the outside. So again, think of your business. Everyone's business is different. All of our missions of our organizations are different. Perhaps includer is someone that is very welcome within a nonprofit organization, maybe within a church setting, where it's very important that we welcome in the many different people in our community and make them feel at home. Maybe with new people coming into our country, right? So in immigration services, this could be a really neat talent to have. So many different ways that we can see includers shine. Um, Thinking about education again, and looking back at the different teachers that my children have had, I can now see how some of them would be more inclined to having includer as a strength versus others who it just wasn't their thing, right? You can almost picture those teachers bringing everybody together, making sure that everyone has a voice and that no cliques are formed. So that is a little bit about includer. As you can see, it definitely fits within the relating theme of strengths in Strengths Finder 2.0. All of these relator themes are really warm and fuzzy, right? Because it's about connecting with people and being heard, being seen, being appreciated. And though each of these are very different, they're all just wonderful talents to have in our friends, in our family members, and certainly in the workplace. So that's a little bit about includer. Hope that was helpful for you. And I will see you next week when we cover harmony. So have a fantastic Monday, have a fantastic week, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.